So now that we have the face moving, at least the facial expressions moving, we're going to look into rigging up the head position rotation as well as the eyes. And in order to do that, we're going to look at using the plugins, the plugin that created a head and eye nodes. And as you can see, those contain the position rotation. And what we want to do is we want to eventually drive the nodes of our rig with those values. And in order to do that, we're going to look at using a relation constraint. And let's create one. We'll go, oops, there we go, relation constraint. And what this is it's Motion Builder's way of connecting objects together using lots of different math nodes. And let's actually start out with the head. So we're going to select the head and drag it in here, and we want to send the data across. So this is the head object with all the blend shapes as well as the position rotation. And let's start with the rotation. We want to apply the rotation onto this node here. That will vary for every rig, of course. So we want this to be a receiver. And what we can do is just hook the rotation from the face shift head into the receiving end of our rig. But it's usually a good idea to have some kind of control in there. So I'm going to open up the rotation channel, sorry, the rotation folder, and get an add node. So what we'll do is we'll take the rotation, hook it into there, and hook the rotation into there. And as you can see, it's already moving. But what this allows me to do is I have some tweaking values here which I can use for offsets. So just in case it's not completely aligned for you, you can use these. I'm going to leave them at 0 for now. For position, we want to actually hook that into this node. So let's add that in as a receiver, and we'll do the same thing. In this case, we're just going to go into vector and get an add from there. It's always a good idea to use the specific rotation or vector ones for their specific purposes, because internally they deal with the numbers are slightly different. So I'll do the same setup and translation, and there you go. And once again, we can use this to offset everything, for example, to bring it back into the middle, or just leave it at 0. Now for the eyes, we can use the same procedure. So let's go ahead and bring in the eyes, receivers, and let's get the, oh, sorry, those are actually the phase shift nodes, so they're the senders. And for receiver, we want our rigging nodes. And these are rotations, so we'll do 2 add nodes. And let's connect these things up. And there we go. And for the eyes, it can be easy, especially these type of addition controls can be easy, because in this case you usually have to do them, oops, that's a bit much, you have to do them both at the same time, but you can use them to tweak the eye rotation just slightly. And that's it, there you go. This is, you could also use this to drive other things based on the facial expressions, for example. And you can really go crazy because there's lots and lots of nodes, so you can do really complex setups with this, and it's actually pretty easy to test things out, because everything is, as you can see, everything is live. So if I just break a connection or change it or change a parameter, you can immediately see it update. So there you go.